Oh, there we go. Ah, Dundee. Hold on, Dundee. Hold on here. You gotta remember how to do this. Okay. Oh, there you go, Dundee. This is, if you're still here, I don't know what the hell. Oh. Hey, Amber, how you doing, Amber Chick? Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I'm trying to do a test on this thing, so yeah, we're gonna see if it's actually good or not. You know how I am, Amber Chick. Yeah, whenever I try something, something bad happens, right? So this should be interesting. So it's good to see you. I know it's been a while. Been a while. I just, I'm just trying to figure out this damn thing. What you been up to, Amber? Hope all has been well with you. I know it's been a while since I've gone live. Just trying to figure out this setup here and seeing how bad it's gonna fucking be.
What up? Sorry, I gotta change the avatar. Hold on. Why am I under Why is all my avatars Goku's avatars? It's so weird. I got here.
Well, congratulations, Amber. Yeah, I'm working at a hotel now. That's so much fun. Yay.
I'm gonna have to figure this out later. Like why it's not under me. So confused.
Oh, I'm always confused. I'm always confused. Yeah, I've been good, Amber. I'm in Nevada now, but I have to go back to my home state, unfortunately, again, because I have to go and clean out the storage unit and figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and that's going to be a hassle in itself.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I told a few people that I was going to go back to, my home state because I was going to clean out the storage unit, and I asked them if they wanted to hang out and, get something to eat or some stuff or do something. I don't really care. All I do now is eat anyways.
Right?
No, they're like, oh, if you're gonna go to the storage unit, can we come by to see what we want? And it's like,
Wow.
fuck,
Yeah, wow. That's messed up.
what the fuck? I'm going back, and rather than hang out with me, you want to see what kind of shit you can get off me? Fuck that shit.
Doom, my darling, my love. I hate to do this. I just wanted to come up so you could test it and make sure all your shit works. I've got to go. I am really tired and I got a bunch
Yeah,
of
go to
shit
bed,
I
baby.
do.
Go to bed. It's
I
silly
love
for you.
you. Much love, sweetheart. I'll
Yes,
see you
you
tomorrow.
baby.
I'll be in the chat.
All right, Andy. Yeah, I have to go back, clean out the storage unit, get rid of what I don't want to keep, and then figure a way to bring everything back with me that I do want to keep. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, not really. I still need to finish doing the van build out. Unfortunately, that's not been going. That's not going very well at the moment either. I will say this though: never put a metal bed frame in a moving vehicle because that's a bad idea. My bed has seen more action than I have, and that's violently unfair. I did get a propane heater. Then I realized how I was doing it was the wrong way to do it. So yeah, so now I have to refix that disaster. It's just like, why don't I do research before I actually do shit? And, you know, it's better to learn before rather than after. But apparently, my mind don't work that way. So it's kind of like I'm arguing with my mind, even though, you know, I know my mind can't really do anything. So it's just like, hey. All right, so to explain what I to explain my to explain what was to explain what happened. Um, so I bought me one of those. I bought me the Buddy Heater Pro, which you know is the biggest model they have, right? But it runs on propane. Well, the little bottles, the 1 pound bottles, is $20 for a 4 pack. So that's 4 gallons of propane fuel. Well, I was researching yesterday on one of those uh well, I was first looking at a 20 pounder, then I went from a 20 pounder to a 50 pounder, but then I went from a 50 pounder to a 100 pounder. So I settled on, okay, my next project is to get a 100 pound propane tank. And the reason why the reason why I'm doing that is, number one, this heater does take up a lot of it does take a lot of propane to use. But I also have a propane cooktop. So I figure if I got a 100 pound propane tank, you know, I could run, you know, I can run them both. And I wouldn't have to refill it as often as I do with the 1 pounders. But it turns out that to refill a 100 pound propane tank is cheaper than buying the 1 pound propane bottles that come in a 4 pack. When I found that out, I just was like, why don't I do research before I jump into something? Why do I wait after? Like, why does my mind do that? Why don't you tell me to research something before I do it instead of me doing it and then you deciding to research after the fact? Like what? Does my mind like making a mockery out of me? Then I realized something else. Okay, then I realized something else. You know, I for one person, I produce way too much fucking garbage. For one person, I literally, literally, one person, literally, I have too much trash for one damn person. It seems like every other day I'm going to the dump station to clean out my fucking van. And it's like, neep, 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 neep. Oh, so I was also sitting here, you know, earlier, and I really wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me. I just happened to look up. I swear to God, I swear to God, I saw a guy piss in the ditch and just walk away like nothing happened. And I was just sitting there going, did he just piss in a ditch and walk away like nothing happened? I swear to God, he pissed in the ditch and just walked away like nothing fucking happened. I'm like, he, I swear to God, he just pissed in the ditch and just walked away like nothing fucking happened. Yo, wasn't me, dude. Wasn't me. Don't know what you saw, but whatever it wasn't me. I'm just sitting here just looking. And still right now I'm trying to figure out because literally, I just looked up. I saw a guy, pulling, how guys, kind of pull their pants up a little bit, I was like, I swear to God, he's zipping up his pants right now. I think he fucking took a piss in the ditch and is now just walking off like no big deal. Dude, you pissed right by a busy roadway and you're gonna walk away like nothing fucking happened? Okay. Now, if I tried that, I'd be arrested for indecent exposure. And then I realized then I realized I was like, maybe I shouldn't look up so often. Maybe I should just continue to keep my eyes on the phone because every time I look up, something weird is going on. I swear, something weird is always going on. I swear to God, people are fucking weird. Yeah, I noticed it. I was just like, dude, dude, the gas station is right over there. Why couldn't you go over there and be a human being and use their toilet? Did you really have to do what you did in the ditch? Like, really, dude? Yeah, I've been okay. It's still, you know, it's still rough. It's still all surreal to me. It is. It's just like like last night I literally had a dream that my mom came home from the hospital and I even asked her, "Are you okay? Are you fine?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I brought home steak for dinner tonight." Like, and then I woke up and it was just a realization that once again I'm alone. You know, like I know it's been almost a year, but it doesn't feel like a year. It still feels like time has stood still, if that makes sense. You know, like I mean, it was just like a picture perfect moment. She came home, everything was fine, like everything was as it was, and then I woke up and it was all a dream. I was on Drop the Mic with Anne and Maria, and I even told Anne I don't even know where to begin. It's just like I know I need to start, but it's just like I don't know where to start. I don't know how to even start. Like, it's not really, work is actually good, because it keeps my mind occupied, although the people I work with are fucking idiots half the damn time. And I'm arguing with everybody most of the damn time. You know? People can be such pains in the asses. What made it really, I was actually having a good week. Well, last night kind of ruined it because of the dream. But prior to that, like 5 days ago, I got a text message from the people I was staying with in Missouri, and she had the nerve to text me going, "Well, I'm gonna remove you from my phone because every time I try to check on you, I feel rejected." And it was just like, okay, once again, we're talking about how you fucking feel. How do you think I fucking feel right now? I'm working as much as I can, trying to restart all over. And you're worried and you're not worried, but you're upset because I don't respond to you right away. Like, okay. Like, I understand that it's customary to respond to people, but at the same time, if I don't feel like talking to you, I don't feel like talking to you. If I don't feel like talking to people, I don't feel like talking to people. Like, these are my boundaries. Okay, I told you it before. If I don't feel like talking to somebody, I'm not going to talk. If that makes you feel one way or the other, that's on you. That's not on me. I hate when people have an expectation of me, knowing full well that the expectation that they are expecting, they are not going to get. I even tried to explain to her, even when mom was alive, I was pretty much a loner. Yeah, I had mom to contend with, but if I didn't want to talk to her, I didn't talk to her. Of course, and again, she was my mother, and she would yell at me, but my mother never pressed the fact of me not talking to her. She just left me. Like, if I didn't want to talk to her, I didn't talk to her. It was like one of the problems when going on a long ride with her. She would look over at me and she'd go, "You know what? You are not a car buddy person. You know that? What do you mean by that, Mom? You don't fucking talk." I'd go, "Well, what do you want to talk about?" "I don't know. Just keep me company." Well, if you don't know what to talk about, then why even bring it up? I mean, I'm not going to waste my time having a stupid conversation about fucking nothing if you don't know what to talk about. Pick a topic, then we'll talk. Can't pick one, leave me the fuck alone. Not my fault you're bored. If you wanted a car buddy, you should have brought somebody with you. I'm not a car buddy. Look, when I get into a car, two things are going to happen. One, I'm driving, and if I'm not driving, I'm going to be in the passenger seat, fast asleep. Okay, there you go. When I'm driving, I'm focused on the road, not on conversation. When I'm in the passenger seat, I get bored too easily and I just fall asleep. Either way, you're in a no-win scenario. Okay, now leave me alone. I was thinking about getting a cat. So I think once I finish my van build, I'm gonna get me a cat. I miss having a companion animal. Kind of with I. That's the one thing too, you know. You know, I can't even watch pet videos on YouTube anymore. Because every time I watch those, I get depressed. But it's just so quiet, you know. It's just, I think it would just, I think having a, well, I just think having an animal in general would help because at least then I'd have something to focus on. I was thinking about getting a Maine Coon, but apparently they grow a little bit too big. I don't know if a Maine Coon would be happy in a van. Could you imagine a Maine Coon in a van? Woo, boy. Oh, he'd probably be clawing out the windows. Like, get me out of here. Yeah, well, I do have to finish the van build because I do have to go get the few appliances that are in the storage unit because I want those with me. The problem is I just don't know how I'm going to fit them in here, but I got to figure a way to fit them in here because I ain't getting rid of them, and I know they're big, they're fucking huge. I was looking at one and I'm like, ooh, that would be so nice during the winter. Look how fluffy it is. And then they were talking about how big they get, and I go, oh no, that would not work in my van. I need like a little mini kitty cat, okay? I need a normal cat, not one that takes up the width of my fucking van. We can't do that. But yeah, I have to go and get all my appliances out of storage so I can have them with me. So, because I think the lease is, well, I think, I think the, I think the payment that I made is up in either May or June. I'm hoping it's in June. But once I pretty much redo my van a little bit, you know, get it somewhat built out, I've got to go there, get the stuff out of storage so I don't have to keep paying for a storage unit. Unless I can, unless I get rid of enough stuff that I could go down to like one of the smaller units, because the smaller units are like $20 a month. So if I can go down to a $20 unit, that would help. But I still don't want to keep paying for storage. Oh, look, I have no idea either. Okay, I'm just going to fucking wing it. Yeah, I'm just going to wing it. the fun part is going to happen when I try to put solar in my van. I need to get solar in my van before summer actually comes so I can at least put a small air conditioner in here. That way I don't die of a heat stroke. A hopeless case. That's pretty much me. I'm a hopeless case too. I am. I always scared my mother every time I pulled out a power tool. She was like, "What are you doing with that? Why do you have it out?" And when I tell her what I was doing, she's like, "You know what? You do whatever you want to do. I'm leaving. I'm going to go out. I'll be back in an hour. Hopefully the house will still be standing." Yeah, I made her buy me a circular saw. I made her buy me a jigsaw. I made her buy me 2 different types of drills. And she was just like, no, 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 no. I remember in one of the places we lived at, I had to fix the electricity. And literally, Amber Chick, you're going to love this. Okay. Now, my mind does not work like normal people's do, okay? We know this, okay? Well, here I am working in the spare bedroom because we lived, well, it was a double wide we lived in, and one of the rooms, the wires were chewed by a mouse, so I had to go and fix it to have light in that room again, right? So here I am, just in the room, I'm cutting out a little bit of ceiling where the wire was, chewed. So I'm in there, I'm fiddling with the electrical wires and the electrical cords and whatnot, just fiddling around. Nobody told me that I should have turned off the circuit breaker. Nobody told me to turn the circuit breaker off. Let me tell you, that was a shock of my life. Let me tell you, that was better than a fucking orgasm. I was like, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, when I did that, I flipped the circuit breaker. Everything went out. Mom came in the back and said, "What did you do?" She looked at me and she asked, "Did you just electrocute yourself?" I just nodded my head. She said, "Oh, you're an idiot. You didn't turn the breaker off?" "No." And she just walked out shaking her head. Didn't ask if I was okay. Just walked right back out. When it was all said and done, I looked at her and I said, "See, I got to work again." She just looked at me and she said, "Yeah, after you nearly killed yourself." I go, "It wasn't that bad of a shock." Yeah, Mom didn't like it when I played around with the electricity. She always got scared that something bad was going to happen. I'm trying to choose between so to save me, so to save my poor abused body, and to prevent any more damage to it that I haven't already caused it, I'm thinking of either getting the Jackery or a system from Blue Eddy. One of those just solar batteries or whatever, and a solar panel. That way, there's really no hard wiring to do. All you have to do is just plug the panel into the back of it, and then you just plug everything else into it. One thing that I did get though that I found very well for the van is that I okay, so it's kind of like a two-edged sword. Okay, so number one, these puck lights are really fucking awesome because I got these. Well, I got these at Walmart. I got two, four, I got wait, two, four, I got 8 of them, but they're battery operated. But the batteries that came with them sucked. So I went to a hardware store and bought these 10-year battery. You know, these batteries that last for 10 years. But what I love about these puck lights is they've got 5 different uh, settings on them. So they can go all the way really bright or they can go really, really dim. I love them. I have a switch in the front and then I have a switch in the back by where I sleep. I love these lights. Let me tell you, it gets bright in here at night. It gets fucking bright. I blinded myself 3 times trying to get these lights to, put them in their place, changing the batteries and whatnot. Let me tell you. Oh my God, they are really bright. Yeah, I was fixing one of them, blinded myself, jumped up, hit my head on the ceiling. And then when I was wriggling in pain, trying to lay back, I hit my head on the stupid side of the fucking van. Now I'm paranoid the van is out to get me. Now I'm paranoid the van has, and now, yeah, I'm paranoid the van is against me. Well, see, I should have. So I did this all wrong because I had to hurry up and move into the van, but I really shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is I should have taken the time to build it before I got into it because number one, the bed frame is in the wrong area, and because it's a pre-made one, that you just put together or whatever with two, just slap it together pretty much. It's too far in the front, so I need to remake a bed frame so it's against the back door so my pillows don't fall behind me when I'm trying to sleep. Plus, it's a pain in the ass when you're trying to sit up in bed and read a fucking book. But the other problem is when I just threw everything in here, I threw boxes in here and I threw plastic tubs in here, and they have just completely been thrown all over the fucking place. So, what I'm going to do this time is, so I'm going to build the bed frame, the same height, which is 14 inches off the ground. And I'm actually going to turn the bottom of the bed frame into a storage area. And I'm going to compartmentalize it. So I have like a compartment for my shoes. I'll have a compartment for, my shirts, my pants, and my shorts. And then I'll have another compartment for like my bath towels, my underwear, and my socks. And then in another compartment, I'm going to put my cleaning products in there. So that way, when I need to get something out, I'm not digging for everything through everything. So, I already ordered the bed lift mechanism that I needed, so that way I can just easily lift the bed up and bring it back down without too much effort. Because we all know me, I'm lazy. We all know I'm fucking lazy. I don't like doing shit that if I don't have to put too much effort into it, we good. My YouTube channel is proof of that. Less effort, more, yeah. And we all know that usually ends up bad for me. Okay, I know this. Don't judge me. But on the other side of the van, I'm going to build it out like 12 inches. I think it's 12 inches. I'll have to measure it because I still want like a pathway. Hello, Christine. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do on the opposite side is I want to build like a log cabinet, so that way I can. The problem is though is I have to be very specific with that side. So that means I'm gonna have to measure, and then cut. Measure, and then cut. Because I want to put my appliances over there, so that way I can have a storage place for them. Like for my toaster oven, my actual toaster. I got a blender. I don't know why I got a blender. I got a blender. But yeah, I got a blender. I don't know why, but I got a blender. I can't remember why I bought the blender. Oh, well, I'll come to. But I also have the Ninja Creamy ice cream maker. And what else do I got? Is that all? Oh, and then I have a pressure cooker and 2 air fryers that I need to fit in here. Oh, Christine, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay. You're just listening to me, yeah. I'm talking about my van. I didn't really know what to talk about, so I'm talking about my van. Better than trying to keep up with the YouTube drama, I can't really keep up with that too much anymore. Usually by the time I hear something, it's old news, as opposed to how it used to be, like when I got it, it was still fresh. Now when I get it, it's like a day or two too late. So it's just like, okay, this happened, they moved on. What's the next piece of info I'm going to get? I also need the long shelf so I can get my TV up there because I need to put my TV up there too. But I figure if I have like a organized cupboard thing, for all my appliances, then I don't have to really worry about it. But I also need to make room because I also need to get a refrigerator. This way I'm not always eating out and making excuses of why I can't cook. Although, I think the weirdest thing that ever happened, so yeah, I mentioned this on another panel. So, here I am. Okay, so imagine this. Okay, this actually happened to me a couple days ago. Okay, so imagine this. Okay, I'm sitting in my van. I'm playing on my phone. I'm sitting in a parking lot, literally sitting in a parking lot, playing on my phone, having a cigarette, not doing anything. Okay, this woman drives up to me, makes me roll down my window, and she has the nerve to tell me that what I am doing is illegal. I go, ma'am, what do you mean what I'm doing is illegal? I parked in a parking lot. And she goes, well, I see you here every day at the exact same time. It's illegal. I go, ma'am, it's a parking lot. She goes, well, I'm going to call the cops because I believe this is illegal. I go, ma'am, it's a parking lot. It is a private parking lot. All I'm doing, ma'am, is sitting in my van, playing on my phone, and having a smoke. That is not illegal. And I will also point this out too. It is a private parking lot. This is not your parking lot. You do not own the parking lot. She goes, well, I'm going to call the cops and they're going to come out here and they're going to make you move. I looked at her and I said, ma'am, go ahead and call the popo. They are going to laugh their asses off at you and then yell at you for wasting their fucking time. Long story short, the parking lot's owned by the hotel that I work at. So she got yelled at by my boss. And then my boss did call the cops on her for harassing me because I was their employee. Miss Karen apparently did not like that, went back, told her husband, who then came out and proceeded to yell at me, which then in turn got him yelled at by the police. And once the cop was done yelling at him, he understood the severity of the situation. Apparently, his wife didn't tell him the whole story. All his wife told him was that a white person was belligerent. I'm like, Karen, what does me being white have to do with anything? Your fucking wife is white too. What the fuck is wrong with her? Now, I could understand it if she thought I was Hispanic, but she's white. I'm white. What the fuck does white have to do with shit? I don't know if she was literally. She had to literally be that stupid. Like, I don't know if she. I don't. I guess some people can be that stupid. I'm like, I'm white. You're white. Your wife's white. What does white have to be? What does white have to do with anything? And I wasn't belligerent. I was just speaking the truth. It's a private parking lot, and I parked. God, people are so fucking stupid. They are nuts. But I'll tell you how nuts they are, okay? So I was parked in another parking lot yesterday because I was actually kind of out and about doing some stuff. So I had to park for a minute. And, I was parked in the hardware lot, and they have all their mulch stuff out, right? Well, they blocked one side of the parking lot because that's where they're putting all their mulch and all their dirt. Well, you still got people trying to go down that road, and then you see them backing up, and it's just like, you do know that side of the parking lot is a no entry, right? You do realize there's no entry and no exit point, right? Well, there is an entry point. Well, the only entry is also the exit. So either way, you can't go all the way through. You gotta have to make a U-turn. But it's just like, why are you still going down that way knowing that it's not open on the other fucking end? You have to back up all the fucking time and then go down the other way. Like, do you people not comprehend Oh, I wish I could work from home. Yeah, I wish I could work from it, but I don't have a stable. I don't have. Well, number one, I don't really have a stable internet connection. Good to see. Good to see you too, Christine. I hope you get better. But I also don't have my computer with me either, and that's another reason why I need to build out my van so I can have my PC with me. I have a laptop. Unfortunately, I well not well, I'm not brave enough to run it off the car battery. So even though I do have a laptop, I'm not going to run it off the car battery. Because knowing my luck, I'll kill the car battery. My car battery is already acting wonky and it's brand new, and I have to take it back in. And unfortunately, I can't do that until payday, which is Tuesday. I'm hoping it's only a battery problem. I'm hoping it's not the alternator or the starter. I'm just hoping it's the battery. Well, see, I think I drained the battery. Okay. I think I drained the battery because I usually leave my phone plugged into the cigarette lighter whenever I'm in the van. Okay. So my phone is always charging. So I'm wondering if I killed the battery. But see, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to tell them that my battery went wonky. So now, yeah, because whenever I stop in my car now, it does that. You know that little sound like it's trying to start. It'll do that noise it makes when it's trying to start. It'll do that for about 20 seconds and then it'll start going. Which is another reason why I'm going to. Which is another reason why I'm going to try. Another reason why I'm going to get solar for my van. So that way I can leave my car battery alone and just, use the solar stuff in the back. Maybe I should become a male prostitute. Apparently that's legal in Nevada. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, could you see me as a fucking male prostitute? Oh boy, that would be fun. That would be a whole fucking YouTube series right there. That would be a whole YouTube series right there alone. Imagine the funniness in that one. Oops, sorry. Yeah, me, a prostitute. Yeah, that would be a funny fucking thing to see. That really would. See, I can't really watch that much of TikTok because, see, I tried TikTok, but it would. This is how TikTok would start. It would be like YouTube. You'd find something interesting to watch, and then all of a sudden you're in the deep, 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 deep void of the black hole. That's how I found KJ. And I was just like, okay, TikTok is just as bad as YouTube. I don't know who these people are, but I don't want to know them either. So I'm just going to shut down TikTok. I came across a TikTok, what was it, about a month and a half ago, of a guy literally describing the sensations of his nipples. And I'm just like, what the fuck bullshit is this? How the fuck did I end up watching this dude? He's talking about sensations of his nipples. Like, what the dude? No, get me away from that. No, no, no. Literally, he was Amber Chick. Literally, he was. Okay, he would take a clothespin, put it on his nipple, and then he would describe the feeling of it. He would take a pin, or what are those stupid baby pins called? Oh, he'd take a pin to it, poke it, and describe the feeling of it. He would pinch it, he would twist it, he would find things to actually, and it was just like, what the fuck am I watching? I'm like, my brain is not this well developed to handle this type of stupidity. There's a guy over there that literally talks about what his feet smell like. Like literally, he'd bring his foot up to his nose, sniff it, and describe what it smelled like. And it was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Then I'm yelling at TikTok, going, what rabbit hole did you throw me down under while I was trying to sleep? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with wanting a little bit of a dick, okay? Look at me. Literally, I flirt with straight dudes on YouTube, okay? There you go. I was in a I was in the live stream, and what I was up on panel, and this, and one of the panelists goes, "This is Doom. You do realize he's gay?" And all I said is, well, they were talking about somebody else, and I was like, what did he say? He said some guy wanted to suck this dude's dick, and I said I wouldn't mind sucking it, and he just went dumbfounded. He went really quiet. He was just like, I was not expecting that. And one of the panelists up there was like, he's gay, and he was like, I was not expecting it. He's like, I was not expecting that response, and I go, oh, trust me, you'll get used to it. Yeah, he literally shut up. He could not think of anything. He was just dumbfounded. He was like, I was not expecting that. It's like I literally broke his brain. It was fucking funny. I even said, oh, look, I think I broke him. Look, I think I broke him. Yeah, everybody was laughing, and I was too. That guy was just like, I was not expecting it. Then he went quiet, and I was like, I broke him. I broke him. One for me, I broke him. Yeah, I was going to save up my money to buy a short bus, but because summer is coming here a little bit sooner than I expected, I'm just going to outfit my van for now, and then I want to buy a small piece of property. I don't want nothing too big. I just want a small piece of property. So I'm going to save up for the small bit of property after I outfit my van, and then I'll save up for a small bus, because I need, the van is okay, but I need room to stand up, and I would like some room to walk around in. I know I have, Amber. I left a lot of people speechless. I was at first going to get one of those really big school buses, like the 84 passenger ones, but my fear of those is the turn radius on them. I mean, I'm used to driving, but I'm not used to driving certain. I thought he said it. Yep. So I think I'm just gonna go with either a medium or a short bus. I think I might go with a medium in between, where it's not too small yet not too big. Somewhere in the middle, so I have room to stretch out, but it's also not overly, bulky to the point that I have a problem driving it. I mean, I already planned out what I wanted to do with my bus, because I want to get a bus, but I designed the layout already, so that way when I do buy it, I know what I want and what I want to do with it, rather than doing it play by play. But I do know that when I get a bus, I'm probably going to have to hire, professionals to help me with it because there are some things that I can't do. And I've accepted that. One of them is electricity. The other one is plumbing. Me and plumbing do not get along. Plumbing is worse than electricity. Plumbing is my enemy. Well, once I'm done outfitting my van, I'm going to actually do a tour of it. And then once and then when I get the bus and finish it, I'm going to upload it. I'm not going to do the before or after. I'm just going to do the after because everybody already knows what a van looks like. Everybody already knows what a bus looks like. It's there when you get it. So I'm not going to do the whole, and since I do need professionals to help me build the bus compared to the van, I'm not going to be able to record step by step of what they do. So it's just going to be, pretty much the after effect. Because I know what I want in my bus compared to what a lot of other people do. And I don't like how a lot of people on YouTube always say that you have to make a compromise somewhere. Well, I'm sorry, you're talking to me. There are certain things that I will not compromise on, and I can name them off the top of my head. I need a dishwasher. I need a washer and dryer. I need a shower, and I need a toilet. Those are the four things that I will not give up. I, however, will give up room for a couch. I, however, will give up room for a TV in order to get my washer dryer, my shower, my bathroom, and my dishwasher. Screw that bullshit of washing dishes by hand. Look, in my house, I had a dishwasher. I'm spoiled, and I like being spoiled, okay? I was even thinking about getting a trash compactor for it. I'm still thinking about getting a trash compactor for it. And I like the idea of a trash compactor because that way, I don't have to make that many trips to, the dump. Now, I don't now the one thing is though is I don't know if I'm going to stay in Nevada or if I'm going to move again, and that's the problem. So this is the way that I look at it. Okay, so I know this sounds topsy-turvy, but I'm one of those people that, thinks ahead. Like, we all know I'm a cynic, okay? I'm a pessimist. I'm not optimistic. I'm not hopeful. I'm not joyful. Okay, we're talking about me, right? Right. One thing that I love the idea of being able to go wherever you want, but at the same time, I've heard horror stories of people during the COVID lockdown, and the one problem is that a lot of people didn't have a place to park or to go to. A lot of people had to go back home or park at a friend's house, or on a friend's piece of land or whatever. Some even had to find farmers out there that would actually rent them a small space so they could park. So what I want to do to save myself the hassle is I want a small piece of property. I don't know where it's going to be. I'm thinking about Nevada, but I'm also thinking about Texas. And the reason why I'm more likely about Texas is because they've got infrastructure there that is pretty much, I wouldn't say better, but they've got more choices in Texas compared to Nevada on, things to do and whatnot. Like I like Las Vegas. I do. But I don't think I want a property here. I don't think I do. As much as I dislike green and trees and all that, and as much as I hate humidity as well, I just think that Texas would offer more benefits than Nevada does. Like, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's just like, if shit hits the fan, I want to have a place where I can go to. But at the same time, I want to be able to, if I get tired of driving or whatnot, I want a place that I can just pull up into and just park and not worry about, oh, well, I got to be out of here next week, or I have to be out of here by tomorrow, or whatever. Plus, it would give me a sense of a permanent place. I'm not saying I want to buy a house. I'm just saying I want a place where I can literally just park and have something that I can just go to just in case. Now, the downfall of that is Texas is not a legal state, so that's a little bit bleh. But I'm really tired of the Midwest. I really, I was thinking about Colorado, but I just don't know because I'm tired of the snow. I'm tired of the cold. Like, I'm tired of going out in 0-degree weather, scooping up snow and ice and everything in between. But Colorado has a lot of nice views. I just don't, I just don't. But Texas, they don't have income tax. So, yeah, they don't tax your income. So, I mean, it's like topsy-turvy. I mean, Nevada's nice and all. I just don't think I can be a permanent resident here. Hang on to California. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more gas tomorrow, I think. It's a whole new world out there. I know I've said that before. It's just, trying to pick a place to put roots down is harder than it sounds. Like, you can go anywhere you want, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know what I mean? Like, take a dart. Where it lands, that's where you go. Well, we're not going to North Dakota. Nope. Yeah, I think not on this paycheck. I think on the next paycheck, I'll begin building out my van. Because I think all I have out of that coming out is my phone bill. So I think I'll begin building out my van at the end of at the end of this month. No, I'm not. All right, Amber, you take care. Yeah, I'll probably end it anyways. Yeah, I've been here for an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Yeah, I probably will. Yay! This was more along the line of just to test and see what would work and what wouldn't work. Yeah, I think I'll end it and I'll just restart tomorrow. All right, take care, everyone.